All right, so we're standing by with Adoree Jackson in the Eagles locker room on the Exhibit News Network. Obviously, a very disappointing result here in MetLife against your former team. It seems like you guys were going to recover somewhat in the first half. What happened and how did things turn around?
Man, we just didn't execute in that second half. That's all it came down to. You know, those opportunities were supposed to make the plays. We did, and they just made them and capitalized on our mistakes. Just hats off to them. You know, they played, a great game and executed when they needed to.
What was your impression of Jaxson Dart? You know, this is the first time that you guys are getting a chance to go up against him live, especially as rookie QB1. Seemed like he was able to lather and gather his confidence, especially off those first couple possessions.
He did a great job, extending plays, doing what he does best. I feel like he brought a little bit of that Ole Miss out here at MetLife to be able to keep those drives going and showed a lot of, grit. A lot of quarterbacks maybe slide, go down, but he wasn't trying to do that. And I think that's where he excelled at, and it gave him an advantage today.
All right, let's kind of have like a little truth moment here. What do you think was the vibe, just even with your team, what you notice of what is usually there arriving here at MetLife? Because I watch you guys, come off the bus, you were walking into the locker room. Do you feel like it was the same juju to start off the game?
I think so. I think that we came in every week. You go out there expect to win. Things just didn't go our way, and it's no excuse. We just got to be better and execute and capitalize on the things that we need to capitalize on. That's why I said, hats off to the Giants for doing what they're supposed to do.
On the broadcast during the game, one of the analysts said that the team looked a bit disengaged at some point there in the third and fourth quarter. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't think we were disengaged because, we know this is a 60-minute game. If you take a look at the Rams game, when we were down, we came all the way back. So it's never a disengage. Obviously, we're going to be frustrated and upset. That's natural, to go and play a game and when things aren't going your way. But, snap and clear, breathe, and keep going. I feel like we did that a lot. We got some stops, went down there. We turned the ball over, and they ended up just scoring. So it's just little things like that. So it wasn't a disengage. It's one of those things where, regardless of what's going on, you're going to be mad too. Something doesn't go your way, but you figure out how to keep going because it's 60 minutes to play. We just didn't. Time ran out in front of us.
And last question, I think one of the things that everybody kind of wants to know is what's the togetherness quotient of this team? Because, people have heard, some headlines, and everybody obviously wants to participate, contribute, whether it's on offense or defense. What would you say is the togetherness quotient of this team right now? On a scale of 1 to 10.
I was just about to say on a scale of 1 to 10, I always going to say it's a 10. At the end of the day, obviously, it's human nature, to want to go out there and to help perform and to do things that help the team. But at the end of the day, we all have a role. We talk about, just because you have your role, don't mean you need to be satisfied with it. You can still try to do more to expand your role. I can take myself, for example, not being able to play, the last week really, this week, and then getting out there and then just trying to make the most of my opportunities. And I feel like that's a lot of people. You can go with A.J. Dillon. They just threw him back there to do the kick return and did what he had to do. So for me, it's just that, just got to be ready. Sometimes it's a storm, but it's going to clear up. And when the sun come out, you got to be ready to shine.
Ain't no sunshine. Does feel like a little spiritual right now in the locker room. It's gonna be okay. You will overcome. You're gonna overcome.
God is good.
God is good.
All the time.
All right, back to you guys.